Welcome back, my friend, to the BjjBrick Quick Podcast. I'm not going to take up much of your time. This is going to be quick, hopefully painless. My name is Byron. We're talking about jiu-jitsu. The question today is, when do you train? And if you're anything like me, the first, 10 years of training, I trained when it was open. I couldn't train every time, but jiu-jitsu, I think it was at 6 o'clock in the evenings, 2 or 3 times a week. That was jiu-jitsu. And nowadays, at the gym I train at, I could train at 6 a.m., I could train at 11 a.m., or in the evening, train at 6. Or 6:30, whatever time it is. I talked about being tired last time, maybe a little bit tired today. So it opens up, and it's not just 2 or 3 days a week. It's every day. It's on weekends. But I do think I probably roll better in the evenings. I think my body does a little bit better of a performance. I probably train more in the 11 a.m. class. In fact, I know I do. It's just more convenient for my schedule. It fits in with, I could go to the 11 a.m. class and train it, and then come home, and when my wife gets home, I'm home with her. If I didn't have that as an option, I might have a little bit more conflict with my jiu-jitsu and personal life. This may seem like a small thing, but if you are shopping for a gym, if you are new to jiu-jitsu, or you're moving or changing gyms, you might really look at that schedule. How many time slots do they offer? How would those time slots fit your current schedule? How are they going to fit your schedule in the future? Things change a little bit. When do you train? Is it is it set in stone? Does your family or work realize that on Mondays and Wednesdays you really need to be at the gym? Like that's what you need to do for you, take care of yourself. Is that a thing, or do you have to fight for every time you walk out the door to go into jiu-jitsu class? Maybe if that's the case and it's causing problems, you go to like a 6 a.m. class where everyone else is sleeping and nobody cares that you're gone. I don't know. I think that these current gyms, I don't know what's best for you, but as these gyms get more and more successful, They really have to add classes to kind of thin out the group. Still, Tuesdays, Thursday nights at Fox Fitness, there could easily be 40 to 50 people there, and the mats are pretty full, and we're training in 2 different rooms, really, and like it's a pretty impressive thing. That, like, as far as is it maxed out the room, getting darn close. This was the same thing a while back. And so he starts adding classes to the times. And now, if I train in the morning, I'm not a body there in the evening. I'm done for the day. I get one training in a day if I'm on a good day, so I'm not going 2 a day. But you certainly could. I could have just had this podcast be, how many times a day do you train? 1 at most for this guy. As far as jiu-jitsu, a lot of times I will go by the YMCA and work out after class, or a lot of times I would run before class, hop in the shower, rinse off, and go to do jiu-jitsu. Those are kind of training, I guess. But I just think it's really important to kind of just be a little bit deliberate with your training. When is it? Is it causing conflict with your, off the mat life? How can you adjust this? Let's just say you're a purple belt, and that evening class is not fitting with your schedule anymore. It's like, man, this is really tough for me to get in. maybe you could start a 6 a.m. class with 2 or 3 other people and lead that and offer that for the coach to offer for his students. Grow that. It takes time. That's how our class started. One guy was like, I want to train in the morning, small group small group. After, I don't know, it's been going for years that way, but it's now not a small group. They got 20 people show up for a 6 a.m. class. That's incredible. It takes time to build that. Those people can now do jiu-jitsu and then get on with their normal day. That's awesome. Hope you've enjoyed the podcast. If you want to support this thing, Patreon, or get an audiobook in the BjjBrick store. One of the audiobooks is Your First Year of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hope you have a great day, my friend, and stay sweaty.